What's up, everybody? It's Jeremy. Just wanted to do a really quick video. I'm going to try to make this short as possible. Basically, the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix is starting this weekend, so I wanted to go ahead and get my thoughts on just the entire tournament. I'm not going to do just, this weekend stuff. Um, Fedor and Antonio Silva. Think pretty much everybody's definitely going Fedor on this one. Pretty obvious there. Overeem and Fabricio Verdun. This could definitely set up the rematch with Fedor, or it could, set up the match everybody's wanted to see a long time with Overeem and Fedor. Definitely going with Overeem on this one. I think he's got the takedown defense to avoid the ground game. Um, Striking, definitely not a comparison there. Barnett and Rogers. Uh, Rogers definitely has the advantage on the feet, I think, power-wise at least. But I think Barnett's definitely good enough that he can withstand any of the striking from Rogers. I think he'll definitely get it to the ground and eventually, I'd say he'll probably finish the fight with the submission. The last fight, pretty much striker versus striker. I know they both have some submission skills, stuff like that, but I think it'll basically be a striking match. Kind of tough, but I definitely think I'm going to lean a little more towards Arlovsky. I know he's got the everybody says a glass jaw, but I mean it's not that weak. He's been hit pretty hard when he's been knocked out, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Arlovsky get knocked out. But I think he's going to win that. Semifinals, you got Barnett and Arlovsky. Pretty evenly matched fight. Again, Arlovsky definitely has the stand-up skills over Barnett, but I think Barnett's a little bit bigger. I think a little bit better on the ground. I think Barnett will probably, keep it clinched up to where the striking doesn't come into play too much. So I think that it'll be a grappling fight for the most part, and definitely see Barnett pulling off probably not a submission. I think Arlovsky's jiu-jitsu and catch wrestling defense is good enough that he's gonna avoid being submitted, but I think Barnett will probably win a decision. Um, Fedor and Overeem. This is the fight where if I had to pick a fight where I could be wrong on it, it's this one because it's a really tough matchup. But I think I think he's shown recently with the Rogers fight, and then I think the Rogers fight more than anything, he's kind of shown that I think he might be starting to slow down a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I think he's still the best heavyweight ever at this point. I just think that Overeem's probably past him. Big, strong dude. He's going to be hard for Fedor to get him to the ground. Um, Definitely on the ground, Fedor has the advantage, but I think Overeem's got the takedown defense. That I think he's going to avoid that. I think Overeem has the better stand-up. I think Overeem easily has the best stand-up of any heavyweight in the world, period. Um, but I'm going to go with Overeem on this one. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I was wrong on this just because uh, Fedor's got that power that one punch could definitely end it. I mean, Overeem's definitely not known for his chin anyway, but so in the finals, I'm going with Barnett and Overeem, and I think Overeem's the best heavyweight in the world right now. I know a lot of people think he's not in the UFC, so he's not the best, but yeah, I mean, heavyweights, I think Strikeforce has the best heavyweights anyway, to be honest. I mean, you could throw Kane and Carwin and JDS in there. Uh, and I mean, it's a toss up between any of them. Any of them could win at any time, but against each other. But I think overall, I think Overeem would wreck any heavyweight in the UFC. Carwin, no problem. Dos Santos would be a little bit tougher, I think, just stylistically, but I think he would take him. Kane, he's got. I mean, if he could avoid the takedowns of Kane, I think Overeem would knock him out. I mean, Congo almost knocked him out, and Overeem would completely destroy him. So I mean, uh, definitely going with Overeem for the entire tournament. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing Overeem in the UFC. He said he'd do it. He said he'd take a lot of money, which I mean, he's a complete cash cow over in Japan with K1 and Dream and all that and Strikeforce and everything. So I mean, it's going to take a lot of money to get Overeem, but he's definitely said he's willing to go to the UFC. And uh, I think his big thing more than anything is not wanting to not do K1. But I think they could work out a deal as far as that. So hopefully we see Overeem win this tournament. Hopefully we see Overeem go to the UFC, and we'll just see what happens. So definitely post your thoughts on the different fights that I said, throughout the tournament, who you think's going to win each, part of the tournament. I'll link to this image that I've got that's got the whole tournament, brackets and everything. And just let me know what you guys think for each of the fights, the Grand Prix in general. Overeem or Fedor in the UFC, who you think's the best heavyweights in the world in the UFC, in Strikeforce, whatever. And just let me know. Yeah, thanks.